Hello friends, my name's the Real Emile and welcome back to some more Gran Turismo 2. Today we're continuing on with our Let's Play. This is episode 64 and in today's episode we are heading back to the E-City to compete in some more one-make races. And once again it's for Mazda. However, our race for today's episode is going to be the MX-5 trophy. For that of course we need a Mazda MX-5, and while I've got a few in my garage and I would love to use them, they're the Mazda Speed versions which look a little bit more crazy. Unfortunately we can't race modify those, and we need race modified versions of the vehicles for today. So yeah, I'm going to have to go ahead and purchase an MX-5 from here. This one, let's go with this one because why not? It's in R Limited Satellite Blue Mica and it's the S Special. Don't know what the S Special is, but that's the one I'm buying. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and racing modify this vehicle and I'll see you in a second. Okay, there we go, that's our Mazda MX-5 fully upgraded. It's running about 300 horsepower, which is quite a lot for an MX-5. Anyways, we have normal style races, we have racing style races. Let's head into the normal style races first, which as always goes to a random course, and it won't be Super Speedway. Instead, we are at the Rome Circuit full course for our race with our limited MX-5, whatever that means. I don't know what those strange, weird sort of humps are in the rear. Maybe that's part of the special edition, or maybe it's trying to like emulate seats or something. Anyways, there's many different generations of MX-5 in this race. I honestly can't tell the difference between a 90, an 89 and a 93 and so on. All I know is the first gen, the NA and the NB. Now I've gone with an NA because the NB has khaki race mods. You know, seriously, I would have gone with an MB, but the race modifications for the MB are sucky. So, yeah, we're going with an NA, because why not? To be fair, like, most of the MX-5 Miata race mods kinda suck. And this 93 model is really no exception. However, it has by far the best racing mods available for any of the Miatas, which is kind of interesting. Anyways, Mazda Miatas, cool little cars these. I do like the MX-5s, even if they are a little bit hairdressery. I've stated before, my pick for favourite model is probably the NB. That's just the one that I like the most. It's basically the NA, but with sort of, it doesn't rust as badly. Which is nice. Of course, Alex of Fail Race owns himself a Mazda NB MX-5 currently. I'm not quite sure how long he's going to keep hold of it, but yeah, that's what he owns currently, in case anyone was wondering. I would own an MB. I've seen quite a few on Auto Trader. Just getting the insurance and everything sorted on one, and whether I'd be able, I don't know, maybe it's a car for the future potentially, but right now I'm not particularly looking getting anything for at least until the end of December. So yeah, that's when I get my no claims bonus, and that's when I could potentially start looking at other vehicles. Although to be honest with you, I've so far enjoyed my Fiat Panda, so I'm either going to keep my Panda or get another one probably. But I you know, I'll start looking into some more fun vehicles eventually. The NA is also what Car Throttle's, God, what's his name? Is it Alex? Everyone called Alex owns MX-5s apparently. Oh yeah, he has an MX-5 as well. He has Phil, the MX-5. I do recommend checking out the Car Throttle YouTube channel. Pretty cool channel. Of course I recommend Fail Race. You know, how can you not? He's the, I believe he's the top person on my suggested channels thing because I love his content. He honestly really inspired me to get back into Forza. Without him, probably wouldn't be making these YouTube videos. Probably be making COD videos in my bedroom at night while no one, with no capture device. Oh my god, okay, that threw that violently sideways. So yeah, anyways, for me, it goes NB, ND, NA, NC. That's my model of the... Oh, sorry, that's the way I kind of like my MX-5s. That's sort of... Yeah. Anyways, as you can see, apparently a 98 1.6 was the slowest and a 98 1.8 was the quickest. They have very nice roofs. I kind of wanted one with the cream roof, but unfortunately, I had to deal with this strange, sloppy colour, whatever the hell it is. Anyways, we get 3,000 credits, and I'll see you in a second, because it's time to race modify our little NA. Okay, it's now time to racing modify our little Mazda MX-5, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's head over to here, and there we go. There's the racing modifications. You can have white and blue, which looks okay, and green and yellow, which looks pretty cool, so I'm going to go with green and yellow. Kind of reminds me of racing Lotuses, to be honest with you. Anyways, as you're about to see, the racing modifications for the MX-5 aren't much more exciting than what you've just seen. But anyways, let's head into the racing style race, which is, of course, on another random course. Okay, we are at Midfield Raceway for our race with the MX-5 Miata, another track which hasn't really popped up too much in these random races. Anyways, as you can see, racing modifications, well, you can have blue and white, which doesn't look too bad, red and white, and then there's sort of, that's the modern ones, and then there's one that looks exactly like ours. So yeah, essentially you have a choice of stripe and car colour, which admittedly I would prefer something a bit more exciting, but what are you going to do about it? You can't, well, you're not going to do anything about it, because you can't do anything about it because this game is like 17 years old now, and that isn't going to happen. They aren't going to release a patch just for some more exciting race car modified MX-5s, as much as I'd love to. I'd also love them to remaster this game, but unfortunately it'll never happen because they have to relicense all of the bollocks to do that, which just no. Although to be honest with you, I don't think there's any car licenses in this game that would be particularly hard to get again. Also, I love the complete missing thing in textures there. I believe that's supposed to be water again, but honestly it just looks like half the cliff is missing. I believe that's this game's way of doing water textures. They're just slightly shinier versions of no textures, which is kind of interesting. Also, pop-in there, fantastic pop-in. Yeah, this was the PlayStation 1 games. I've heard some people, who did I watch? I watched Empty Box do this game, and he said, I'm name dropping a whole lot of YouTubers in this episode, so yeah, you can thank me later, everyone I'm mentioning in this. Nah, I'm joking. Anyways, he mentioned how if a game did this much pop-in these days, people would be screaming and crying, but it was 1999, no one cared, the game looked shiny, especially for its like day and age. This was apparently a good looking game. I'm not really sure though. I think Gran Turismo 1 looks better than Gran Turismo 2 does, which is a little bit strange to say, but it kind of does. Also, I think the arcade mode version of this game is a little bit shinier. We'll get into the arcade mode at a later date, definitely. That is something I am looking forward to getting into. To be honest with you, I'm probably going to finish the entirety of the GT mode first before I jump into the arcade mode. But still, whatever. Yeah, sure. Anyways, there we go. We are on lap 2 of 2. We are around that final corner, and we're coming onto the final straight in the MX-5. Overall, pretty decent handling vehicle. Handles like you'd expect an MX-5 to. Not the most exciting of vehicles when it comes to Gran Turismo 2, but nevertheless, still a good choice. So as you can see, apparently the 98 is the slowest because it was a 1.6. Silly 1.6 Mazda. Although to be honest with you, that's the model I'd probably get because they're cheaper. Anyways, I win 5,000 credits. Fantastic. And I will see you in a second. Okay, so there we go. As you can see, racing style and normal style races for the MX-5 trophy are both complete, and that means in the next episode we're going to be tackling a car which is more famous than the skylines of Gran Turismo, more famous than the Supra, more famous than any car in Gran Turismo. This car is the pinnacle of cars in Gran Turismo, so join me for that. Anyways friends, I want to thank you all very much for watching. My name's been the Real Emile, and until next time, farewell.